So we have the new subframe and arm, and I got all new bolts for everything. It looks like the best thing to do is going to be to drop everything that's connected to the subframe. So I've never done this before, like many things on this channel. Alright, might as well start right here. Alright, I don't really want to go in for bigger wrenches. And I bet you that this guy will do just fine. I don't know if it's all Jeeps, but this one does not have a steering lock, so. Get a little bit of that on there. Woo! So because that's so tight, I'm going to get my deep well sockets. I'm not gonna let this strip it once and then I'm, you know, screwing myself. An 18. Goodness. All right. We understand. Huh. Not sure I used the tie rod yet. I cannot believe I did not bring another hammer out. Alright, so normally I refrain from using these because I honestly don't want to wreck my boot, but I've got new everything that's going on. But I am not going to swing at that with that little tiny hammer. And unfortunately, this is the only other hammer I got out here. So just go gently at first. Yeah, easy pickings. Oh, save the boot too. You have to remember that you can do it and not lose your boot. Alright, what's next? This lower ball joint, you gotta take this nut out right there. Alright, and then this one would be the ball joint remover.
Don't forget, I'm an idiot. You have to remove this bolt if you're doing this job.
Lost my light. Tell me that's not all the way out yet. Alright, well that's no problem. Because I have this Pitman arm one right here too. That surely doesn't mind squeezing in there somewhere. Had to double team it. Okay, now it looks like I'm going to have to go get an Allen wrench, but let's try turning it just for shits and giggles. Alright, so you can turn the whole thing, but you turned. Oh, wait a minute. I think it did turn the whole thing. We're going to have to pick this out and get an Allen wrench that fits it. Ooh. Hopefully we can get something to fit in there, huh? That actually fits in there now. Alright, well, let's find out. No, this ain't good. Yeah, this ain't good. How do I want to proceed? Still won't let me turn it very well though, huh? But we're still gonna have to figure out this bolt somehow. I think I just pulled the axle out. Yeah, just pulled the axle out. But that allows me to move it anywhere I want it. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of light. I just don't understand. There we go. Got half the boot out of the way. Alright, now hoping to just be able to grab that back there. Yeah, and then get the old 15 on her. Come on now. There we go. Little vice grips. I'm gonna drop this bolt. Maybe not all the way out, but we're gonna bring her down. I don't know what size it would be. Maybe a 21. That sounds right. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright, did that move? There we go. Oh, it is moving. Look at that. It's not even tight. That's not even tight. How about this one over here? Huh? How about that one right there? Okay, so that's a bigger bar. Let's no, it's loose. That's freaked me out. Must have got water in that barrel. The frame that I ordered with the new bolts because I looked under here and the way this stuff looked. Look at that. Anti-seize on there, isn't it? Can't tell. I think the bolt just originally was silver. I don't want it to come all the way down because I've got rack and pinion lines to think about. Doesn't seem like there's really much to this. Well, alright. Now, I think that's about all I can do from this side for now. Alright, so this cross brace has to come off, and it looks like it is a motor mount. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't see that motor mount in the beginning. So, we may want to put something underneath. I don't know. We might be able to just slide it out, right? So because there's a motor mount there, I'm going to try to take that bolt out, and then maybe this thing will just slide out for us. I don't know. I've never done this before. Holy shit, this whole frame crumbled over here, guys. The whole structure over here gave way. That's crazy. Wait until I get this out of here and we'll get a good look at it. And yeah, you can pull your axle that way. Easy. Alright, we took the tie rod off. We took the lower ball joint down. We got these two bolts loose. We got the got it all dismounted from there. This whole rack is ready to come down. I don't know if I need to take that line off in there or if that just comes with it. But I'm going to take the other side apart. I'm going to take the other side apart without, recording it. There's no reason for that. So when something new happens, I'll turn the cameras back on. Alright, I've been debating if I want to try to just strip everything off the cross member or subframe, or if I just want to continue on my route of just dropping the whole subframe and then replace everything on it. And I think I'm going to stick with that. There's a motor mount here that you can see, and then if you come over on this side, there's another motor mount down there, transmission mount, whichever. So I can take the front and back mounts out, and this motor's not going anywhere. And that makes sense, because otherwise, can I move this subframe if the motor was still supported by it? So I think my next step then is to disconnect the steering. So I made sure everything is lined up. I gotta get some lights and stuff set up in there and figure out how to disconnect the steering. I believe you do it from the inside. Alright, so you gotta take that bolt all the way out. and then your rack and pinion should be able to drop down. I made sure my tires are straight. I made sure the steering wheel was straight, and I put the bolt right there. So I'll just make sure I do the same thing on the way back in, and everything should still be aligned. You know, the last thing I want is to be all done and the steering wheel's like this. You know, we don't want that. So I don't think there's any way of me filming that. So let's just get it done. Peel your carpet back a little bit, you'll see it. Alright guys, so we had to get that motor mount bolt out, as you can see right there. See it laying right there? But the nut don't turn. So I went after it with this. And it worked. Alright, so there's a little groove in there, but if you actually follow that groove, so you can go right in through here, 16 millimeter. How many extensions do you have? We'll grab the old magnet. All the light is gone, but I bet you I can still find that bolt. There you go, motor mount. Now there's 4 motor mounts on this thing. I think I already said that. So I'm sure you can get to all them bolts. I'm sure you can get to that bolt for the sway bar. And you can get to those 10 millimeter bolts back there. Yeah, you can get to those. You know, if you want to go and laying under this car and barely being able to move anything, you know, you could take it all apart and not have to drop like the steering and everything. But I just think it's going to be easier to drop the whole frame out. And I'm not worried about time, since this is more of a hobby for me. It's not a vehicle that I got to get back on the road right now. So I'm going to get after these lines that go into the power steering or whatever you want to call it, and then, you know, I don't know how I'd record that. So we're gonna get them 2 lines off, and then we should be able to drop this thing right down. So all I did was take the 4 bolts that I already had loose out. I did disconnect the line with the 10 millimeter bolt over there. I think I forgot to mention that. And then you got to disconnect the lines here. And if I can't get these lines off, then I'll just switch everything over while it's laying on the ground right there. But, you know, hopefully I don't have to. Now, the set that I got came with new bolts, but I need those nuts right there. Ain't that a bummer? So let's just goob everything up that we're going to need. This motor mount. And there's some 10 millimeter bolts in there. We're going to goob everything up, and then we're going to try to get those lines off from there. I'd like to, not much light over here. There's no bolt on that side. Oh, and this one. Yeah, so hopefully we can get them lines out so we can drag this out of here, and then we can transfer everything over and then just put it right back up in place. It did tweak the lines to pull it down like this. I'm not going to say this is the best way to do it, but to just line the steering back up versus dealing with everything underneath the car, it just doesn't sound like it's my fun time, you know, and this is supposed to be my fun time. Alright, let's try to get them lines loose. Alright, so the lines came right off from there and come right out of there pretty easily enough. So we'll set up some cameras and we'll go through taking this down and putting the rack and pinion and everything onto the other subframe. Look how bad that was. Yeah, it gets worse. Wait until we get this apart and I'll show you. Nice. I gotta save these bolts, so it's coming out good and easy. We'll have to give them we'll have to give these things a good cleaning. Doesn't look like a lot of it holds. We got more torque. Please don't break. Okay, actually turned pretty easily. This bolt stumped me for a minute, but look at me now. It almost seems like it lost the bolt that went here, or it rotted off or something. So, looks like the sway bar are 14s. I didn't feel like it went the wrong way, because it did. Oh no. Maybe they're not 14s, or maybe they're not anymore. Uh-oh. We're going to use the adjustable hammer because I don't want to go back out in the rain. I got to save these bolts. Can't be having them break or nothing. Come on now. Kind of going back and forth. I mean, this is one of the rustiest areas. This is the reason why the whole subframe needs to be changed, is because of this side. The other side is just scaly. This side is holy. There we go. That's 2. It would be nice to have a big workbench and everything, you know. I do, if I wanted to drag this all into the basement. But, hey, you know, I'm lazy. My hammer's right in the back of the Durango right here in the driveway. I just don't want to go out in the rain. Oh no! Oh no! 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 I got enough bolts around here, I should be able to find something. Damn! It's quite dry underneath. I was like, hey, it's turning with this little wrench and everything. That is a bummer. What'd I say? I said I needed to keep all the bolts. That's weird though, that these crusty ones over here, you know, they survived. And the ones over here, where it's just scaly, did now. That feels more like it's turning. It'd be nice if we're only got to find one. Now, I think it would probably be best if I got these off. Before we rip down the rack and pinion, because I just think these tie rod end links over here are going to be harder to. I grabbed everything I didn't need. All right, I got new inner and outer tie rod ends, so we're just gonna get these out of the way. I do feel like it would be easier to take these off. There's the knuckle piece I'm looking for.
That's what happens when you use your adjustable hammer as a hammer.
I wonder if I'm supposed to keep that. Oop. Alright. I'm going to hang on to that. Now we got to go after this. Now let's get this heat shield off. And then we should be able to pull the rack and pinion off. And then that's it. I just need them nuts. These are going to be 10s. That looks like a 13. Really working in the dirt this time. Yeah. I got new bolts for here. I don't think it's turning. Always something, huh? Last bolt, huh? You can break. Alright guys, Sawzall made quick work of that bolt. It actually chopped to it. I did get it out far enough to be able to cut it way down there. There's plenty of room behind my rack and pinion. thankfully it came out enough. Thankfully this bolt came out far enough for me to, cut behind everything. And I got new bolts. It's just for some reason came with some stuff, didn't come with some other stuff. Pretty weird. I don't know if I popped it out of the hole or if I just knocked the frame out of its way. There we go. Alright. Alright, now all we got to do is start putting everything back on. That's why I didn't mind cutting that bolt, because I knew I had another one for it. Gotta find me a bolt for that. These are gonna have to take on the old nuts. That's good, that's good. Got them in place. Let's get the rack and pinion. Alright. There's that bolt. So far lining up pretty good. If I remember correctly, these are 17s, not 21s. Just put you there. I gotta get some of this stuff out of the dirt. I don't mind when I'm working in the dirt, but when I start leaving my tools in the dirt, that's a different story. We don't do that. We don't leave that many tools in the dirt. Alright, so where's my 17? Anybody? Anybody? Is this it? Alright. Might as well make the work shorter. Alright. Well, well, well. Go right back in the exact order we took it apart. That means the heat shield would be next. Just a heat shield. We don't need 90,000 pounds of torque on it. You know, when it's tight, it's tight. Just a 10 millimeter. Easy and relax. I don't want to break them. But the problem I am having is I had the 14 millimeter or the 13 millimeter bolt shoved in the side of it there, and somehow it jumped out while it was sitting up here. So as you can see, the washer's a little, what are you looking at? The washer's a little bigger, but I think it'll still do the trick. There we go. I like it. Works for me. Now, we should be ready for the sway bar, but I don't think I want that. I think I want the inner tie rod ends. Alright. Time to show you how bad this thing really is. This is from underneath. I don't think it was lined up anymore. This should be fine. Alright. They really don't cost that much. This whole thing that I'm replacing here, the subframe and all the inner and outer tie rod ends and everything, it's not even $300. I think it was just about $300. I think it'll be okay. Doesn't seem to pull as tight as I thought they would. I mean, somebody tell me if I'm doing something wrong here. But it just seemed like those would pull a little tighter. But at least if I go like that, there's no way that actually tightened it right up. Alright. I'm good with that. Alright, I went through my bucket of bolts over here and I found 4 matching bolts for the sway bar, and I found 3 matching bolts for the motor mount. Alright, there it is. It's all ready to go back under the car. Let's see if we can get it there. What am I hitting? Oh, motor mount's hitting because the whole frame's got to be one way or another until it gets around that stuff. All right. Stay on there while I'm grinding you through the dirt. There we are. I don't think we're that far off where we're at. All right, we're gonna get them lines there hooked back up. All right, so they're different sizes, so you can't mix them up. I found that out because I mixed them up and they're different sizes. Alright, let's get this one started. Alright, let's pull these bolts out. I'll get the ones on the other side. And then we gotta try to get a jack up underneath there, right? It'll be our best bet because that's all I got. It's too bad I don't have my motorcycle jack. Yeah. Yep, just like that. Okay. There you go. I guess that's how you get it on the jack. Yeah. Motor mount's hitting already because we're way off. Watch that steering arm. That's what I'm trying to watch anyway. That's what's important for me. I can see it up there. don't think there's anything I can do right now to get it to hold where I want it. See that underneath, that ball joint over there's underneath, but that's what's keeping it somewhat snug to the jack. There we go. I don't want them tight. Alright, I got the bolt back into the steering. That whole piece is really loose. It's very easy to put together. So we'll fold all this back, get that all taken care of. Steering wheel's still straight. Doubt the wheels are. Alright, we're going to put the motor mount back in. Oh wait, let's get this jack out of our way. Tight. There we go. Motor mount is done. Alright guys, all the underneath stuff is done. I gotta tighten these bolts there and then just put the front end back together. So alright guys, I know I lost my audio, so I'm not sure, but like always, I'll put something together. Gotta get this lower ball joint on. It's usually a lot easier to move once you break it free, yeah. Okay. Now I believe my axle is in, I hope. Goodness. Oh, shit. I still have the bolt in there. That's gonna be a problem. Nuts on this side. There we go. Alright, now we should be able to get that. I can't tell. Alright. It's definitely in there. Far enough to where this bolt won't go through if it ain't set, right? We would think. Yeah, I mean, I just tapped it on the end there. That no way I pushed it through steel doing that. It's gotta be good. I got faith in it. Brand new castle nut. Oh, I think I stopped it right at the perfect spot. Right. Let's go put the wheel straight and see how close the tires look. Probably be easier to tell with the tires on. Wheel's pretty close to straight. That's straight. This one looks pretty good. Only intended to be close. This one looks like it might be steering outward a little bit. I'm not really understanding if I move it further. Oh, I went too far again? Goodness, I'm gonna probably loosen it then. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Whatever way you do those is the best way. Because it doesn't matter as long as it's there. Wow. Lock. Not. Oh man, I was hoping it was going to be a 13. But it's not. It's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a 15. I'm good with it. Uh-oh. I don't think that's It's on there. Nope. That is. We'll have to get after that oil leak there. But yeah, there we go. This whole side is done. Alright guys, I'll wrap up the other side. I'll get the tires back on. We'll get it back on the ground. Fill up the power steering. We'll take it for a test drive. Well, it doesn't feel like the front tires are trying to rip themselves off anymore. It's pulling to the right. But I mean, look at the steering wheel here, guys. Still kind of, still going straight. Steering wheel is off just a little bit. We came damn close. There's the lake. Come down here when the sun is shining. I think it might be my first time. I still have a brake light on. I think that's the bad ground. I'm not sure what's going on with the little traction control thing that came on the other day. So we'll, you know, gotta look into some things. Alright, there it is. Another one. Still do have some bugs to work out on this one though. So, it's windy out here. Bye-bye, Lake Michigan. It runs good. It drives good. I could sell it the way it is, but we won't. Alright, guys. It's up in there. Seems to run good, rides good, drives good. Alright, guys. The Jeep's back on the road. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.